Well, Jay, we read our children stories of fiction. Superheroes, princesses, tall tales, they inspire. But so do the stories of us, the ones that define us as a people, our individual experience, our combined history. Those were the stories told at the Undefeated Conversation in Chicago last night, in hopes of helping spark change in our collective future.
How did you view the police when you were growing up here in Chicago?
Well, when I was growing up, I was scared of them. It was very, unpredictable of, what they may do. I mean, me growing up in Chicago, my story about my mother and, my family has been very well documented. And police knocked down our doors many times. And, you didn't know what to expect from them. Sometimes they would be nice to you, sometimes they would plant something on you. So a lot of times, I would run if I heard any loud knock, if I heard the police. Me and my sister would jet out the back. So, it wasn't really, police friendly. And it's kind of like, deja vu. It's kind of, you kind of feel the world going back to that place now where our kids, are afraid of the police, similar to the way I was growing up.
So what have you told your own sons about how to interact with the police?
Well, I think the thing me and my wife try to always do is, first of all, we try to inform them of what's going on in the world. It's not, we're not trying to tell them this person bad or this person bad. We just try to inform them. So when things come out, around the world, whether it's, something we can read together, whether it's something that we can watch on the news, on TV together, we kind of sit down and we do those things and kind of ask them questions about their feelings on it. And then we sit back and we give them feedback. And, the biggest thing is, we always, go through like a quiz with them. Hey, if you get pulled over by the police, if you get stopped walking down the street, what do you do? And, they kind of have their things that they say, and they do, and it's the thing that's crazy is, even in Miami, we lived on a very popular block, but very rich, kind of neighborhood. And, at the end of the day, there's not many of us on that neighborhood. So our kids was stopped, and after that, that's when we realized, we really got to sit down with them, because what's the first thing they do when the police stop them? They ran. And this was before everything in the world really started to escalate, and all the things that's been seen, has been shown now, came out. So, we really had to educate them on, kind of, hey, stop, say your name, say where you live, answer the questions the way that, how they ask you, put your hands down, don't put them up unless they tell you to. Just all these things that just go through, every step. You try to come in as an individual and say, okay, I have a foundation, I want to do something. What is the problem in the community? And I think it goes way back. I think it goes back to, the great migration. I think that back then when jobs was dried up, when we wasn't privileged to certain high educations, to even healthy food. I think at that moment, at that time, I think we started to turn on each other. And we kind of adopted that mentality that, it's about me surviving. And we still live that today. It's like, I don't want to tell no one else the information or knowledge I have, because I don't want this person to be bigger or better than me. And that's the mentality that our communities take, and it goes way back. And that's why I think that it's important for all of us, as I said earlier, it's important for all of us to help each other, to go back and say, where did this start at? How did this start? And let's see how we can change there, and not try to be one individual, not be Waysworth Foundation and go out and try to do one rally and try to speak by myself. It's about a collective group. It's about a whole coming together and understanding that, it's deep rooted. And this is something that didn't start today. This is something that's not going to end tomorrow, but this is something that we can start a conversation. We can start the work today, and hopefully eventually, we can stop it.